We are live. This is the NBA Rundown brought to you by nukethehouse.com. If you want to become a member, first week is free. That's right. Use the promo code NUKENovember to become a member. And hey, Tyler and I are nice. We're going to give out some free plays today. But you want access to all the plays. Tyler, we've proved now we're 24-9 in the month of November, up 13 units so far this season in the NBA. You want access to those plays, become a member, nukethehouse.com, promo code NUKENovember. That's right. That'll get you your first week free. Tyler, first night of the NBA Cup last night, your takeaways.
Yeah, I mean, games didn't go out the way I thought they were. I mean, Boston choking away a full game to Atlanta. They were 100% going to blow the cover, but then losing the game outright really surprised me. What was the other game? Drawing a blank.
Portland.
Phoenix was able to pick up their win. Yeah, the Portland game surprised me at the end. I mean, it just didn't seem like a lot of teams really cared. It seemed like the bottom dwellers cared more about this tournament than the top teams, didn't it?
Yeah, and it's funny in that Portland game, I was watching it and I was on the over. So in both the Atlanta and the Portland game, we were on the over, right? So as the game starts, I'm going, this is great. Because the way those games weren't going to go over was if the underdog got blown out, right? So I'm like, This is great. And then I'm sitting, I go, I'm gonna live bet Minnesota money line, right? And I kept watching, and I go, I don't see how this is going to happen. And you know what my main takeaway from that game is? We forgot, but Robert Williams isn't a bad basketball player.
No, he's a good defender.
And he was like 8 of 9 from the field, grabbing rebounds. Good, like you said, good defense. So something to keep in mind there. I think Portland might have moved ahead of Washington now. They're 29th in my power rankings after that performance last night. So those were my major takeaways. I'm trying to think what other games. You called Phoenix perfectly. I wish we would have bet that.
Detroit got the outright win
in overtime. Yep. And did you see that Spoelstra pulled to Chris Webber?
Yeah. That was wild.
Yeah.
The Golden State, they had the thriller win against Dallas in the end.
That was a fun game, huh?
That was a very fun game to watch.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, New York, Philly kind of held what we thought would happen. Toronto, Milwaukee.
I wish we didn't get scared off that line movement because that was an easy win.
Yeah.
I mean, Embiid's not in shape, and it might eventually be fine. But I talked about it on the show yesterday. Supposedly, he's got the same issue that Kawhi had.
Yeah, that's no good.
And if that's the case, that knee's never getting better for a significant period of time. And we saw the rust and the problem with his fitness that he had being, he's a lot bigger than Kawhi Leonard. So, okay, well, let's dive into tonight's game, Tyler. And, boy, I gave out this one early. And I don't even know why I bothered because this line is flipped. I gave it out at -2. The Pacers are now plus 1.5 here. Tyler, I gave this game out before Orlando played last night, and they look pretty damn good against the Hornets. What do you think? If you have not yet tailed me on this Pacers bet, are you concerned about my play on the Pacers?
No, I mean, I still like the Pacers here over the Orlando. I mean, I get it. This is literally a market move, too. This has nothing to do with how they've there's no injury news here. This is literally how they played last night.
Yeah.
So them opening up that game against Charlotte and getting that win, they had to adjust the line. And looking at it on no rest, Orlando hasn't been good this year. They've lost both games. They've lost both their back-to-backs by an average of 15 points. Now we're getting an Indiana team that likes to push pace here. That was an NBA Cup game too. So once Orlando got the lead, they were just bound to try and open up margin. I like the Pacers here. I think they can put the pace on them, get the game sped up. I don't think Franz and these guys are going to be able to keep up scoring. I still like the Pacers here.
Yeah, and when we're talking about the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton, really slow start to the season, starting to find his form, 35-10 in his last outing. Siakam should be a big help to that team tonight. And don't look now, but Benedict Mathurin, very important in the Pacers' last win. So those are the reasons why I like the Pacers. And mainly a fatigue schedule spot. We knew that they'd be up for that game last night. And I know that we talked about the bottom of the line teams, but Orlando's a team that has improved a lot. An NBA Cup would mean a lot to them if they were able to get it done. So not surprised to see them go all out tonight. Maybe a potential letdown spot tonight. That's why we are both on the Indiana Pacers. The Boston Celtics are -9. They're in Brooklyn. They're taking on the Nets. The Nets didn't play last night, right? The last time we saw the Nets was Monday night when we bet them over the Pelicans, and they barely got there, but we laid 1.5, and they won by 2 points. Now the Nets are back home. They're taking on a Boston team who's coming off a loss and should be without Jason Tatum.
No, he's ruled in.
Oh, so Tatum is going to play?
Tatum is going to play. Horford's out.
No. I don't think Horford means a lot in this matchup. Do you?
Nope. I like Boston here to bounce back. What do you think? I'm not sure I want to lay it. That is a lot of points, but I think they win this game rather easily.
Yeah, I got Boston by 7. Oh, this is one I want to talk to you about, though. I got this 6 points over. Well, let's see if the totals moved since this morning. Oh, yeah. It moved up 1.5 though. I had the over in this game. What do you think?
I don't hate that. I mean, I think you could see points that Tatum's going to be out there. It's at 219. That's really low. And we know Brooklyn has gunslingers like Cam Thomas and these guys. They're going to shoot the ball. No Ben Simmons, no Dorian Finney-Smith lessens the defense on the Brooklyn side also. I like the over here.
All right, yeah. Maybe we'll make that official. So for the Nuke the House members, keep your Discord notifications on. We'll drop that in the NBA bets if we do add it to the sheet. And if you're not a member, but you like money, use that promo code Nuke November. You'll get your first week free. Promo code Nuke November. The Chicago Bulls, Tyler, boy, they've taken money since I gave this one out. I did give it to the Nuke the House members yesterday at +9. Now it's down to +7.5. Tyler, I liked this game before the Knicks tipped off, and we talked about potential letdown spot with Orlando. And I think the Knicks are in the same situation tonight. Regardless of Embiid and PG or Maxey missing the games, right? That Knicks-Philadelphia rivalry is still a big deal. It's still a big deal to those guys on the East Coast, and that's a statement game no matter who's in the lineup. Also, Tyler, in that win, Jalen Brunson rolled his ankle, went to the locker room, came back out, but we know for a sprained ankle, a lot of times the day after is a lot worse than the day that the ankle was rolled. So I gave this out at +9 before I even knew about the injury. I like it even more still here at this price. +7.5 is fine with me. But if you're a member, that extra 1.5, maybe it comes in handy. Maybe it doesn't. I still think the Bulls get it done, but I'm very happy with where myself and the members of Nuke the House are at. What do you think here of the Bulls? Am I overlooking this Knicks team that obviously is a lot better, but this is a fatigue spot coming off a big game, third game in 4 nights?
Yeah, I like Chicago here plus the points, even at 7.5. I don't think Brunson plays. I think he sits this one out.
Mm-hmm.
I think Chicago could even win this game outright. I'm not going to go as far to bet the money line, but I think the 7.5 is still good. I think it's a game that stays close. It could also be one of the games Chicago wins the entire game, and New York fights back and wins like a 3-point game in the end. So I like Chicago plus the 7.5.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all because we know that New York will be able to put the clamps on when they need it. OG, Mikal Bridges here. Michael says, all right, we'll get into that one on the King of the Court here coming up soon.
King of the Court's going to come in the last game of the night.
That would be this game. He said, with Embiid out, thoughts on Cat for King of the Court?
My pick for King of the Court's in the last game of the night.
Okay. So Tyler's not going for Cat, but of course, I don't know. Could be a good option, but I don't know. What's the total here? 232. Okay, highest total on the board. So, yeah, I guess your head's in the right place there. So not the worst option here. Tyler, another game that I did have a play on was the Pelicans. They're taking on the Thunder tonight. Thunder are laying 14.5. The Pelicans are without almost absolutely everybody because now Jose Alvarado's out. They did get Trey Murphy back. But still, I mean, this team is beat up. At the same time, Thunder missing one of their best players too, Chet Holmgren. He's going to be out indefinitely as well. But Tyler, I took the under in this game. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, love that call here. I mean, OKC's defense is still very good. Pelicans really don't have anything to beat them up on the inside without Chet. Like Zion's not going to play in this game, so it's going to be Brandon Ingram, and they have a bunch of wing defenders they can throw at him. So I think it's a lower scoring game. OKC probably wins. Could they still cover the game and it go under? Yeah, because they could hold this Pelicans team to about 85 to 90 points in this match.
That's what I'm thinking too. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pelicans only end up with 99 points.
Yeah, so I like the under call here. It's a good call.
All right. And if I were to play it, I'd lay the 14.5, but I like the under just a little better. The Cleveland Cavaliers are minus 11 now. They're in Philadelphia taking on the 76ers. I mean, you want to just skip over this game? We don't like betting Sixers games to begin with.
We don't, but I mean, it's the wagon of the league right now in the Cavs. So there's no Embiid, there's no Paul George, there's no Maxey, there's no Drummond. How does this team get rebounds?
What about just playing the Philadelphia team total under?
103.5. I will gladly play that.
I think that might be one of our official plays. We'll talk about it more at the end. And
I think the Cavs cover this number. Though. If Jared Allen's rolled in, they cover this number easily.
All right. Is that we still waiting on that?
He's got a Q tag next to him. Left lower leg strain.
The thing is, I mean, they might decide they don't even need him.
I mean, just for fun. Wow, since he's on the injury report right now, let's scroll down. Mobley's minus 140 to record a double-double. But what is his double-double in win? That could be a way to get on the Cavs here and leave those points off the board.
105.
Yeah, you're probably right because it's going to be at minus 140 plus a 560. Yeah, even money for Mobley to get a double-double and Cleveland wins this game.
Probably a better way to look at it, but I do like the Philadelphia team total under. Tyler, a dog that you like here, though, is the Detroit Pistons taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Did the Bucks play last night? Yeah,
Yep.
They played the Raptors, right?
Yeah, they played the Raptors. It was an ugly game. The final score ended up being 99 to 85.
Giannis had like 30 of them, right?
Yeah.
All right. What do we do here?
Take Detroit to win the game outright. Give me the 6.5 and give me the money line spread.
Why do you like Detroit to win outright?
It's just it's an ugly spot for Milwaukee on a back-to-back. They're still missing Dame. Middleton's still out. The point guard that started for Dame is now questionable in Ryan Rollins. On the other side, they're really not missing anything outside of Tim Hardaway. Like, Jaden Ivey's out, but I feel like that they can withstand that. They have other guys that can score. And Cade, outside of Giannis, is going to be the best player on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And Giannis is on this injury report with a probable tag. He was on this injury report earlier this year, spread with a probable tag on a back-to-back, and all of a sudden he got rolled out. Yeah. I think there's a chance he gets rolled out in this game, and this game ends up being like Milwaukee -2. So I like Detroit right now. Give me the money line. The younger team coming off the win against Miami, I think that they can win this game also because I just don't think Milwaukee's a good team.
Fair enough. Great player, not too good a team. Detroit +7 right now on Bookmaker. We'll let you guys know if we have that officially. For members of Nuke the House, you want to become a member, Nuke November.
K triple-double 15 to 1. There's the play.
All right, there we go. The Washington Wizards are catching 9.5. But Tyler, it's the Spurs that are laying it. Are the Spurs ready to be laying 9.5, bro?
Probably not, but this is an ugly game. He did his job for us the other night, spread, when we talked about betting him against the Kings and Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Another spot. He's getting a nice matchup. Like, I'm not sure the Sar kid could chase him around.
Yeah.
I think Victor could just have another big game here. What's his points props and what's his threes? When he's hitting his shots, he's going to put up a ton of points over stretches. So 24.5 even money. I'll take a shot on that. And his threes.
He ever figures out how tall he is, he's going to be one of the best players in the league.
Oh, yeah. And then 2.5 plus money on his threes. Give me both of those plays.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want
to lay it with.
That's why I said I'm not getting involved in this game because I'm not laying it. Hold on. Did I have a look on the total here, though? What was my total on this one?
You said what?
No, I got the total right on the number. I had a lot of totals that were off today. So what was the other one? Oh, the other one I forgot to bring up with you, Tyler. I got the Bucks going over a lot.
I could see that, yeah, but that's not even really a worry. I was gonna say my worry would be a little bit of the defense, but there's really not any on the floor on either side. So
Right? I mean, Giannis isn't playing that good of defense anymore. When
yeah,
I was championing him as the best player in the league a couple of years ago, my final determining factor was always his ability to play defense. Might have lost a little bit of that athleticism at his size. Not surprising he's not able to run like a gazelle and jump through the ceiling of the roof anymore. So he's definitely declined defensively. We're also going to consider making that a play too, as well, Tyler, as I got a nice little edge there.
These matchups recently too spread. Over their last 10, they're combining to score, what is this, 240 points, 126.8 to 114.2.
Yeah.
Last 3, they're combining for 256 points in their matchups.
So how's it sitting at 212 right now?
My guess is just all the injuries.
Fine with me. I like
I'll take a shot on an over.
Okay, so we're probably going to add that, but we'll let the members.
Here's a fun one. One last play in this game. We talked about the 15-1.
Uh-huh.
But there's got to be a huge performance double for him to triple-double when they win this game.
Who, Cade?
Yeah. Cade triple-double and Detroit wins the game 35-1. Gladly take a shot on that.
All right. Good luck. I definitely can't get a number that good, but
I bet you can get close.
Let me check. All right. Talk to me about while I looked that up. Talk to me about the Rockets and the Clippers. Rockets laying 4.5 at home. Clippers have won like 9 of their last 10 against Houston, though.
I kind of like Houston here spread, and it's really based on one guy being out of the lineup and another one getting the start, and it being Van Fleet out and the Thompson twin in. Mm-hmm. When that Thompson twin plays, their defense jolts up. Like, did you see the play he made when they had the outlet pass the other game and he went flying up behind the players and stopped the play? Like, he's one of the fastest players in the NBA. He's one of the best defensive players in the NBA already. He's going to be able to chase around a guy like James Harden and just basically take him out of the game. His athleticism is going to let him stay in front of him. And I just trust Houston more in this spot. So I like Houston here. I know the Clippers have had their number, but they've also had the stars on their side when they've played this matchup over the last recent couple of years. Like, they had Paul George and Kawhi, even though half the time when guys probably were out those games, Houston was in the dumps. So I like Houston here.
I don't have that triple-double. Yeah, I can't even do that.
If Van Fleet starts and Thompson's pushed back to the bench, I'd probably stay away from this game.
Fair enough. I think Van Fleet's out for sure, though.
He's got a Q tag next to him right now.
Does he? Okay. He must have been upgraded. That's bad news. He might actually play then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do triple-double and win.
That sucks.
I guess I could check Bookmaker real quick. Now I'm just curious. No, there's no way I can.
It's Bangy's last 3 games outspread.
All right. Memphis Grizzlies are now plus 7.5 against the LA Lakers. Tyler, you know me. The only way I look to this game is Memphis. It's almost like that Paolo deal. We thought they would suck without Ja, but they've been just fine. Can they keep it close and cover against the Lakers, or the fact that the Grizzlies were kind of poking the bear after that last win, does that give the Lakers some incentive to pour it on here?
I think you could see the Lakers get a little extra added motivation in this one. Maybe a first half Lakers cover. I don't want to get involved in this one, though. I mean, I know they've looked good without Ja, but this is one of the better teams they've played. And they talked after last game getting the outright win.
Honestly, that's the only thing keeping me off Memphis here.
Yeah, so
numerically, the play is the Grizz.
And if Brandon Clark misses with that Q tag, like, they're down a big guy. If AD gets someone in foul trouble, like, they could go small. I don't like it. Like, it's 7.5. I lean Memphis, but I don't think I get there. Yeah.
So, Ja goes out in the win over the Lakers, right? Since then, and now, of course, level of competition matters, but they beat the Wizards by 24, and then they just beat the Blazers by what is this, 45?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the reason, like numerically, I would think that maybe you're getting that. It's not the true superstar subtraction because it's not the first game, but we've seen this team be able to win without John Morant in the past. I just wish they didn't poke the bear after that last game, and I would be able to pull the trigger. But I'm fine staying off and just rooting for the truth and justice to prevail over the evilness that is the Los Angeles Lakers. Tyler, it's a direct rematch of last night. So last night we took the over. Last night we won on the over. However, I talked about it before. It's because Portland kept it close. Portland's also coming off, we just talked about, a 45-point loss where Chauncey Billups
Bro,
winning the locker room.
Do you see this injury report?
No, go ahead, tell me.
It's just red all the way down spread, so everyone's out. But Mike Conley out for rest, that's the only guy on the Minnesota side. Ayton, Simons, Thibault still out, and Robert Williams is going to sit.
Ooh, the only one I cared about is Williams because Simons was out last night.
Simons played last night. He left the game and didn't come back.
He left the game in the first quarter, but they didn't miss a beat when he left.
Yeah. I lean Minnesota here to bounce back big.
I don't want to bet it though.
I'm fine with that. What could we get on like a Portland team?
Robert Williams meant so much to that game.
Yeah.
Well, do we zigzag on the total or do we just leave it alone?
I think we leave it alone.
Same here. If anything, I'd probably bet the over again. Here's the stupid thing about projections, though. It's like it's going to give you the same exact. It's going to tell you the same exact thing. Yeah. All right, let's stay away from that. Tyler, bro. I got to take the Suns here. +8.
Yeah, Suns.
+8. Are they +8 margin? We can't get a stop.
Yeah, I like the Suns +8. I think they can win this game outright. And where's our comment in the chat asking about King of the Court? Our guy Michael here. It's Devin Booker night. It looks like Beal's going to miss. He's probably not playing a back-to-back with left calf tightness. Mm-hmm. Grayson Allen's also got a Q tag with hamstring soreness. He might miss. KD's already out. And Sacramento can't get a stop. They don't have wing defenders all like that.
Yeah, though, if we pull the trigger here.
I think this could be Devin Booker just on pure volume. And just he could score 40 in this matchup. And then the assist and the rebounds just help you out. So that's my pick for King of the Courts, Devin Booker.
Nurkic playing, or is he out too?
Nurkic is off injury report.
So he should play?
Yeah, he should play.
Yeah,
I like Devin Booker for King of the Court. I like the Suns to win this game. Even outright. Give me the +245.
Oh, you know what? It's a back-to-back. That's why this number's where it's at.
Yeah, but still.
I only got the Kings by 3 in projections.
Yeah, I like the +8. I think they have the chance to win the game. I'm fine taking a shot on that. And I would take a shot on like a Devin Booker 4+3s and they win the game at 520.
All right. There you have it. Tyler, for a person out there who can only make one bet tonight, what do you recommend?
If they can only make one bet and they want to, like, say they want a winner tonight spread and they don't want to bet a prop and they want an easy non-sweat, you take the Pacers. They're going to win that game rather easily. But if you want a fun one and you want to win some big bucks tonight, Cade Cunningham's going to triple-double against this Milwaukee Bucks team tonight at 15-1. And they're going to win the game outright and cash that 35-1. So those are my two bets for tonight.
Love it. All right, guys, we're going to make these official. And for the members, you'll get the notifications in the Discord when I add these last couple plays to the sheet because I think Tyler and I found some more that we want to play. If you're not a member, but you do want to become a member, use that promo code NUKE November. Get your first week free. Nuke the house.